Last time on Black Friday of the Dead.
If we can arm ourselves at Sporties.
We could like get some like raincoats, and then like when we're killing stuff, just swap out the raincoats.
Yeah, that's a great idea. How sturdy do these zombies look on their feet?
And these are kind of your classic shufflers. Slow moving, and they don't hold up super well, but they are resilient. The other one that is on your left side does not get knocked down, and he is going to make an attack against you. Dave, you take 8 damage as this zombie lunges forward and bites you in the shoulder. There is a utility cart, but there is what looks like some kind of janitorial just sitting there. And he goes,
Hey, are you a survivor?
Be advised, the military has completely surrounded the facility. If you are a survivor, you must last until midnight and make it to the rooftop where we will land a chopper and pick you up.
As you guys are walking down this little corridor here, there are windows into the cover-to-cover bookstore, and you actually see that there seems to be some survivors inside. A couple of people are standing guard by where the front doors would be. It seems like they have taken bookcases and they have pushed them in front of this opening to kind of create a makeshift barricade.
Yeah, we got a guy over here that's from the news.
What's the best way to get up to the roof?
There's one in the security office.
Which side of the mall is that on?
The other one.
Going out into the main hallway is just completely unsafe. Have you seen how many zombies are out there?
I will go ahead and join you guys. My name's Jackson, in case you guys needed formalities.
And at the other end of this track, you can see a couple of zombies that are both just kind of standing there. Right next to the Rainy Day for You store, there is a Fast Fad Hobbies store. Nick, on the other hand, the one that was lurching towards you, lunges forward and bites onto you on your hand. You guys have your distraction, you have your robot dog, you have your RC vehicle ready to go to create this distraction. Welcome everybody to another episode of Black Friday of the Dead, where a group of individuals are trapped in a mall during Black Friday, and it's a fun throwback to 2016. It's all set in place in 2016. That's an important detail. So get your mindset back in 2016, before COVID, during the time of the Harambe disaster.
Rest in peace.
What?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I didn't have any other references off the top of my head. It's
Cubs won the World Series.
The Cubs won the World Series. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, I appreciate the sports reference from Quinn. And speaking of Quinn, the people who are currently running around trapped in this mall full of zombies are Dave, Quinn, and they're all playing themselves, just to clarify. I'll get to you in a moment. Jackson and Fatty Lumpkins. These are our returning players, and added to this is Cameron, who, once again, as I say every time I introduce you, is just, he's in everything.
They thought they would finally get a series without me, and then I
wasn't
crawled my
true.
way back.
And he was furious. No, just because of schedules and stuff, it didn't work out to initially have him, but thankfully a mall full of zombies and a bunch of, you guys would be like teenagers, about like older teenagers, young adults. Young adults is a good way to put it.
I was 18.
18. So yeah, young adults is a good way to put it. So running around, it's easy to throw additional characters in. We may even have one more coming in, but I'll leave that to be a surprise. But for now, we're going to jump back to where we were in Black Friday of the Dead. Okay, so Fatty and Dave and Quinn, the three of you had just come out of Fast Fab Hobbies. You guys were able to secure yourselves a remote control car as well as a small remote control dog, I believe is, Dave, what you grabbed, to put on the back or trunk bed of this remote control car. Yes. So that's what you guys have. Your current goal was to create some sort of a distraction in order to release Jackson from inside of Cover to Cover, which is currently barricaded but also surrounded kind of by zombies at the entrance, so he didn't really have an opportunity to get out. So what are you guys doing with your newfound electronics?
Well, so we sent the janitor guy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What did we send him to do?
I was getting tools.
Yeah,
power tools.
Yeah, power tools.
Oh, I can use power tools.
There you go.
I think there might have been power tools or something.
Did you send him to a specific store?
Let's just say
remember.
he died on the
No,
way. He
hold
never
on.
came back.
We'll just have him return.
I thought he went back to his cart.
because he had
Power tools in
on
his
his
cart.
cart.
And
That's
what did
right.
we want the tool? We wanted them just for defense, or what do we want?
Fatty just was really adamant about the fact that he's really good with power tools. Let's just roll with the fact that the old janitor guy, who unfortunately his name also escapes me.
But it's a chaotic time, you know. He can.
Yes.
This could be very easily solved by like taking a minute and listening to like the last 3 minutes.
Which
of
I
the
actually
podcast
spent
episode.
today doing. And one of the few details I don't remember was what his name was or what he left for. But whatever the case, he's off getting tools from his cart, which I do feel like was correct. And at the moment, you guys are just standing, like I said, right, probably close to the entrance of the Fast Fab Hobbies with your gear that you've gotten. So what is your plan? Or rather, not what is your plan,
We're
but let's
waiting on,
enact your plan.
We're waiting on Jackson, aren't we?
Well, no, you're trying to get him out.
No, I'm stuck.
he's
We need
stuck.
to
So Jackson is inside.
dispatch a
cover to
horde
cover.
of zombies that
Yes.
are in between our way of
Yes.
meeting up.
So we're gonna take that car, the
Okay.
RC car, aren't we? We're gonna put in the what we're gonna stick
Sparky
something to it.
Barky.
Sparky Barky. Yeah,
Put him in the
and
back.
Boom.
The
Zip
wheelie
that out
wheelie.
to clear, but the entrance is still blocked, right? Or is
Well,
he able to get through?
You're hoping that, as I recall, you guys are hoping that it'll create a distraction that'll lead the zombies away.
But didn't you have the entrance blocked to the bookstore?
He
It
was gonna.
is?
I think you were just gonna climb over.
You
the
could climb
barricade.
over.
Because
Yeah.
it's just bookshelves and a bunch of stacked. just
So
wood-
we should
whatnot.
try and
Yeah.
now that we should try the strategy basically.
Yeah, absolutely. You can easily, obviously, get that dog started, making a bunch of noise and so on and so forth. Here's my question to you: where are you leading these zombies from?
You know how we dropped down the gate?
Yes.
So we should put the car out with Sparky on it, drop the gate, because when they go the opposite way, so that when they walk by, they aren't gonna come and get us.
When you say drop the gate, where is the gate?
I think we were.
Well, you know,
planning-
just the normal store gate where you know.
Right.
They
So you're
used to
gonna
lock up at night when
lead
they're
them
closed.
into a store.
No. Well, that's not a bad idea either.
Oh.
I'm saying we just lead
That's
them
what I
down.
thought you were talking about.
I'm saying just lead them down. That's not a bad idea either, though. Is lead them into a store and then drop the gate on them.
Yeah, what's the most useless store on this map?
I would be able to find a key,
Stanky?
wouldn't I?
I think.
No, we can't. We need Stanky. It's one of his.
No,
I
wanna-
need a candle.
Okay.
It's one
Guys,
of his.
if we could lead him down that empty hallway by Chester's Funtime Arcade,
Send them into the bowling alley. Only losers
It
go
might-
bowling.
it might give us. Yeah, some of them might go in the bowling alley.
But it's an
Or-
easy thing to cut off.
That might give us some time to open up the door to Sporties and maybe to
So
Chester's
we're right.
Funtime.
We're right.
If you led them on to one of the lanes on a bowling alley, would they be able to leave?
Because it's so slippery.
Because they don't have bowling shoes on.
Ah, yes, they get in a lot of trouble. That's for sure. I'm sure they'd get yelled at.
They're going to be all slick and falling down, and
Were
We're
any of us
having such a
proficient
great
at
time.
bowling that they could
Yes.
bowl a strike of zombies?
That would, yeah.
Yeah,
someone
we could
bowl
send them down the oily lanes. They'd never be able to.
they'll never be able to leave.
Wow. Well, you can only hope, but whatever the case, at the moment, I would say the doors to the bowling alley are open. So if you would like to, you could try to use this car and the dog to get him in there. So who would like to be in control of the remote control car and make the attempt to lead the zombies in?
I have a thing of good luck, so I mean, I'm willing.
Okay.
Quinn, use your virtual racing skills.
Yes,
Oh,
driving.
yeah.
I have driving.
He does have driving.
Driving a car.
How much?
3. Level
Yeah,
3.
I'll give you this. I'll give you that. Wow, level 3. Okay, so.
And gaming. I mean.
Yep.
Gaming.
I'm not.
You're
I
right.
can't give you multiple skills, but I
Alright,
think
we'll
in
go
the-
with the
what is
bigger one.
gaming at for one? Okay, well we'll give you driving a car because this technically is very literally driving a car.
Can
So-
we see a bowling lane from where we are?
No, because it would be the doors are pretty.
Do they have one of those? They would have something where you can put a camera on the car.
Yeah, does this hobby town have GoPros?
I mean, we were gonna say Hobbytown's got a
Or
miniature
GoPro.
camera that we could put on to the RC car realistically, wouldn't they?
I'm gonna speed this along. I would just say that the car, you grabbed a nice one. You grabbed like a really expensive, high quality one, and it has a camera on it. So
Perfect.
it'll be on. It's just like with like some of the
It'd be
drones
like
and
on the
stuff.
roof, like
Like
you can see where
on
you're going.
the controller, there's a screen.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, so let's get Sparky ready to go, and we'll get the car. Car starts up fine.
yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
It's all
and then-
charged up, ready to go.
I got Sparky's remote. I put Sparky in the back. I got my finger on the bark button.
All right. So I'm gonna wheel him out. I'm gonna wheel the car out.
Okay.
Without making any noise yet.
So I'm gonna have you roll a. I'm gonna call it an intelligence, just because you're using a car. This is a D6. Yep. And then you're gonna add your intelligence, and you're gonna add your +3 for driving a car, and then I'm gonna give you a +1 as well because of the fact that you guys added the dog on, which is an added
All right,
distraction.
you said it's 6.
Yeah, D6. Yep.
6.
Holy crap.
7,
so-
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so ridiculously successful. You shoot this, Dave. You hit the button on the dog. The car goes flying out at high speed. Quinn's expertly navigating this vehicle as it shoots past, and you just start doing like some loop-de-loops trying to get their attention. And sure enough, the zombies just are gathering around. They hear this dog this whole time, and they just gather around this electronic car. And then eventually, after you've kind of really gotten just about all of their attention, you just lead it off into the bowling alley, and they sort of file in a line.
What do I see in the bowling alley? Yeah.
There's a handful of zombies inside the bowling alley. Some of them are carrying
So I want
like
to-
this bowling ball is like in their hands, and they're kind of like awkwardly leaned based on the weight from the bowling
So there's
ball.
no zombies necessarily around us in that little mole area. That's
Yeah, I mean,
left.
there's like maybe one or two that you can see off in the distance, like kind of
All
towards
right, so I
Sporties
want
or whatever
to.
else.
The bowling alley would have another gate. Every store
Or
should
just
have
the
a gate,
doors
or the
even,
door.
yeah.
Wow, how would I lock the door?
Good point. Yeah, it should also have a gate as well that comes on the outside of the doors.
I'm gonna take. I
Well,
would.
maybe it's just the doors. It is kind of just a doors thing. But here's what I'll give you: is it has extruding handles that kind of are fused to the door, right?
You need a
could
mop
put
or a
something
broom.
between
or
them.
something?
Yes.
I mean, I assume every store in there's got a broom or a mop.
Yep.
I just grab. All right, so I want to take the car, zoom it around the bowling alley a little bit, but I want to point it to the door, make sure that the doors are safe, that I can get over there in time.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
throw a
Yeah,
mop
yeah.
in. All right, so I want to run over there. Then we'll throw a mop in the door.
Okay, sounds good. So you slam these doors to the bowling alley close, locking in a bunch of the zombies. I would say that you can even maybe see from the camera. Maybe you hand it off to somebody. I don't know. But whatever the case, you guys notice that a couple of them are like, they notice the door and they turn around. But before they can do anything, you slide that mop into the doorway, and they go over towards it and they kind of bump against it a couple of times, realize it's closed or that it's a barrier in their way, and kind of just mosey on.
Go back towards the car.
Exactly. Yep. Into their new environment. You basically cleared the area for the most part. As you do this, obviously the people from cover to cover are watching. Jackson, you were able to climb over the barrier, and following just behind you is the guy that you just finished talking to, Connor.
We had a very riveting conversation. Do you remember what that was about? 100%. I mean, we talked about just this one topic for like 20 minutes, and it was just really in depth. Real quick, what was your favorite part about that conversation?
Just talking about, how EpiPens are really just, they're really just the most important thing that people have,
Yeah.
Was that right?
Yeah,
you were
close.
spot on, actually.
Well, I
Pretty
saw you
spot on,
like jamming
actually.
your eye. I was like,
Your
well,
insulin is
well,
low.
I don't put insulin on my arm.
I don't know how else to do it, dude.
You go like on your stomach. Yeah,
Oh,
so,
well, I'm
So
sorry.
if you had done that,
We're at a table. I wasn't sure if you
You're
could
shooting
see.
hard H.
You just
You dropped your-
straight heroin.
you dropped
Why
your
do you
heroin.
keep tapping your arm right at a needle point?
God,
What are
so
you
good.
tightening over there, Skylar?
So, Connor, because I didn't have a chance to tell you about your character that we already implemented into the game as an NPC and now is becoming a PC.
Yeah.
So, quick rundown. Although I'm saying 2016, everybody's playing themselves in 2016.
Oh,
You're the-
2016?
Well, hold on. You're the only one that's playing yourself now.
Okay.
Because I already implemented you as a news reporter who was at the mall to report on the craziness of Black Friday.
Okay.
And then in the process, you and your camera person, Shayna, both got trapped inside Cover to Cover, which is the bookstore in the mall.
So where is Shayna exactly?
She's also in there with you.
Okay. I thought...
So there's a big barrier over the entrance to the cover, which has kept the few survivors that are inside safe. Jackson is one of them that was in there with you guys, and he was planning on leaving with this group of survivors that they ran into, just waiting for the zombies to get out of the way. And that in that time, you asked him if he could go find your insulin, but tell me a little bit about why at this point you see that the zombies have kind of left the area. Why are you taking the initiative upon yourself to flee the scene and leave the cover safety?
Well, you see, news reporters, they run on deadlines. You know, I gotta get out, gotta get back to the news station. You know, get ready to turn the story in time.
That's right.
Because you know, I can't just stay there this whole time. I gotta get out.
That's true. I would say Shayna is obviously your camera person.
Obviously, yeah.
She seems a little bit hesitant. She's like,
Connor, where are you going?
It's like a news reporter's job is never done. We must inform the people. We must let them know of what is going on here.
But it's safe here. It's not safe out there. There's zombies out
I
there.
grab my shoulders. No, you don't understand. The people need to know.
I'm gonna have you roll a d6, and you can add your. There's a charisma. I know you have charisma as a skill, so you can add that. What is
Do you want to know my added skills? Like, do I need to run down all the added skills?
Actually, yes. I'd love to hear what added skills you have.
So we've got a weightlifting at level 5.
Are you serious?
What? I mean,
that's like Olympic level.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
That's
what I told her.
Right, sounds good.
Medicine, I'm just putting that at vague as level 3 because you know you got to have the insulin. Are you talking like our actual stats?
Yeah, that's what I was going.
Cameron said like just use 30, like just use 30.
I guess we'll just roll with it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
I said stupidity in parentheses in dire situations because you know if I'm too stupid to know that something's dangerous, then I feel like you kind of go in with nothing to lose. I have that at level 4. Improvisation at level 2. Animals, I put it at level 5. Because again, I didn't know. I can debuff.
Well, let me ask you this: what is animals?
That is like borderline can talk. I'm talking like
you can talk to him. He's
too
too little.
The dog whisperer.
Not like I suppose yes. In this case, what a level 5 is. I just thought it was like animals don't hate me.
Okay.
Or like in that sort of sense, like I can sort of be chill with animals.
At the very least, you naturally have it. And I feel like, I don't know, to some extent this is kind of a thing. You just naturally have, like, animals seem to be chill with you. Which could actually come into play.
I'm basically Snow White. There it is. I'm basically
Fiona and Shrek.
Yeah. But I don't make birds explode.
Oh, yeah.
Camera.
So you heard a dog barking earlier. What was it saying?
He said, my dogs are barking.
Oh, okay.
Cameras at a level 5, self-defense, and cooking at level 3s.
Okay, all right.
I can also debuff these since we're going with our actual like human characteristic stats. Like I can buff them down.
That's what I told you.
You just said like what do you want your character to be at? Like if he said like your character, which I guess I could have taken as like okay, so I'll put weightlifting at like a 3.
You rework those, that's fine.
I'll rework those,
and
but
feel free to add in other ones to make up for the points and stuff.
Yeah. So I'll debuff myself. Stupidity's staying at level 4 though.
Sure. Give me a willpower roll. So you're gonna roll a d6. You're gonna add your willpower, and then you can also add the charisma as well.
Okay. Woo. That is. I rolled a 1, and I have a 1 willpower and 3 charisma, so that's a 5-er.
Ouchies. Okay. Shayna says,
I don't want to go back out there.
Well, you can stay. I'll go. If you want to stay so bad.
And she says,
fine.
And she hands you the gig bag and the camera.
Is the memory card in here?
Obviously.
Okay. Wouldn't they have heard that they need to be on the roof by midnight?
Oh, yes. So you guys know that at midnight, ideally, any survivor should be on the roof because the military has currently surrounded the mall and they are shooting anything that steps out of it no, just reckless abandon. What do they say? No bias, whatever. But they will set a helicopter down on the roof of the mall at midnight. So any survivors that can be up there by then, they can haul out of there. But right now, they're not going to take any, risk of the infection getting loose.
Gotcha. And what time is it currently?
Probably about 9 o'clock, I think, at this point.
In the morning.
In the morning?
No.
Oh man, I've only got an hour to my deadline.
That's right. Okay, so you grab the camera equipment and so on and so forth, and you and Jackson make your way over the barrier into the now safe hallway to join with the rest of the gang. You are on now one big group together in a zombie-infested mall that is slightly less infested in this particular area. Where are you guys headed to?
We're wanting to go to Sporties, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I thought we had to go get insulin for someone.
Oh yeah, you're current. Oh, I should give you disadvantage on everything until you get your insulin.
Well, if my sugars are high, like I don't necessarily need it that bad.
Oh, okay.
Get some licorice from.
I could if we could just
blurting it.
Yeah, if we can get like some Smarties or something.
No. Your sugar is high, right?
Well, high you can still function. Low is when it's like.
Oh yeah. Okay, so your levels are high. Because the idea is that you ate something that you didn't realize was a high sugar candy bar, and you thought it was low sugar, and then now you're like, what did I do?
Gotcha.
So that's the situation you're in. So if high sugar's fine, no big deal.
High sugar you can survive.
Cool.
Sort of.
Okay.
To a certain degree.
This is me being unknowing about my friends beatus. All right, so you guys are headed to Sporties. It's a brisk walk. It's a simple, straightforward walk across the tiled floors of this mall straight over to Sporties. It's wide open, but you take it cautiously, obviously, with the possibility of zombies inside. As you approach the sort of opening, and just to emphasize, this is one of the largest stores in the mall, so it's just a big opening. It's not like a door. It would have a gate that eventually would come down at night, and that's what would keep people from getting in and out of it if they were in the mall. As you guys approach this, something that really catches your eye that you find odd is dead zombies, kind of a couple here and there, either near the immediate entrance or kind of you can see throughout the store there's an occasional dead zombie laying on the ground.
There's got to be someone in here, or they got bullet wounds in them, or what?
Do you want to look them over?
I will
do
investigate a corpse.
Okay, all right. Give me an investigation. Roll me the perception, and do you have any skills that you feel like would be relevant here?
No. Gravedigger.
I mean, that just kind of.
That's just putting it away.
I gave myself sort of an investigation skill.
Well, that's you, not Jackson.
But if I'm with them,
I was an Eagle Scout at the time. I did put Boy Scouts in there because that's a pretty vague catch-all for whatever I want it to be.
Did you at that point in 2016 have the mortuary badge?
Yeah. I definitely had. We had animal tracking.
Okay.
I had that.
Taxidermy.
I had
eagle eye patch.
I did. I had the perception badge in specific.
Oh, okay. I tell you what, I'll give you a +1. I'll give you a +1 just because it's. They're dead. You don't have any danger at the moment. It's not hard for you to look at it.
5.
5 total. It's really hard to tell how this thing died. It definitely it's bloody. There's blood kind of coating it, but it's hard to tell if maybe it bit somebody or if it got hit by something and that's what killed it. You leaning more towards that. Is that something? This blood is from itself.
Guys, it seems like this zombie did not die of natural causes. That is what I can tell you.
But it is dead. So there is that bonus. It's not like
dead.
It's you kick it or push it or something and it doesn't get back up. So you don't have to worry about that.
I suspect that it bit somebody that was poisonous.
Or somebody that was venomous bit it.
I don't.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, if you would like to also take a look.
Okay, so what am I rolling with?
So you're going to do the D6 with your perception, and then you said you had a relevant skill of investigation.
Investigation/interrogation.
Oh, okay. I feel like those should be separate, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can make them separate.
Okay.
I'm not married to the idea of having them both in the same line. So
okay.
I had a 2 for investigation and a 2 for perception.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, go for it. Yep.
9.
9. Okay, that's just enough to succeed.
Yeah.
You do, as you look it over, see a bullet wound in its head. That seems to be where the sort of major amounts of blood is kind of stemming from that Jackson noticed.
I don't believe that it was a bullet wound.
I'm gonna agree with him. I think it's a bullet wound.
Listen,
Looks like
that is
the
what
holes in the head.
That's what the government wants you to think.
And we all know they're behind this whole zombie situation.
There's a hole where his brain needs
There's
to
a
be.
hole in the bottom of his skull. There's a
really
hole in
like
the bottom of his skull.
2016
There's a
Jackson.
hole. There's a hole.
It's 2016 Jackson wearing tinfoil.
Yeah. 2016 Jackson watched a lot of Milo Yiannopoulos on YouTube.
Right on.
So
it's a good one.
He definitely had something going on.
Awesome. So, yeah, you guys know that this zombie was obviously shot. And looking around at the other zombies, you wonder if they also may have been shot.
Oh, there's gonna be some people hiding in here then, or they got guns. I don't want to get shot. I don't know. Is there a way that we can like?
Quinn, I don't want you to get
I
shot.
appreciate
What if
that.
we just loudly shout, "We're here. We're right here. Don't shoot us."
I don't know. We'll get any zombies in the store come right at us.
But we won't get shot.
But what about the? Oh, we could use one of the loudspeakers, like survivors.
You guys
in there.
have loudspeakers?
At the store.
You just pick
at
up
the
a
store. You go
telephone and you hit the number.
clean up on aisle 4. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're gonna
Just-
walk over to one of the registers?
I mean, yeah, because if there are zombies in the store, it's just gonna be loud in there anyway. So it's
Then
not
they'll
gonna
go to aisle 4.
Oh, there they go.
That's where they're told people.
That's where the cleanup is. That needs to be dealt with.
You could go up there with those, but survivors entering the store don't shoot. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you want to do that?
I don't know. Is that a good idea?
I don't think you should discuss. I think you should just go for it.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do it then.
All right. So you approach one of the registers, and yeah, you find the little walkie-talkie-esque radio speaker thingy, whatever you want to. I don't know what they call that, but whatever the
VA
case,
system.
Yeah, the VA speaker.
The VA, the Veteran
VA
Affairs
Association, the PA system. Yes, and you pick it up, and you click the thing a couple of times.
Too bad the VA system's broke.
You click the button a couple of times, and sure enough, you kind of hear a scratchy noise over the intercom that goes throughout this store. And you hold it up to your mouth. You push a button. What do you say? And it's quiet for a moment as you wait, and everybody looks around, and then all of a sudden, a bullet kind of shoots by, and everybody you all duck down.
What the heck?
And you hear over the same intercom.
You better get the hell out
What are you guys doing as you don't hear any further shots at the moment?
Try to figure out where those shots came from.
Okay. Yeah, give me one of those perception checks.
Am I rolling a d6?
Yes, sir.
Cha. 6.
Plus
2.
Do you have a relevant skill?
Okay, this is a question that we kind of tackled last episode, but is it adding or multiplying?
Adding.
Adding.
Yes.
For damage, it's
Damage is multiplying.
Yes, damage is multiplying. Yep.
No.
Okay. So that puts you at an 8, right?
Yep.
It's a big store. It's a really big store, and there's some pretty tall shelves, especially when you get over to like the canoe section. It's just really hard to tell where it might have been coming from. But what I will say is that you have I feel like you've probably been to this store before, and you have an idea about at very least where the gun section is. And that might have maybe some relation to it. Maybe that's where this shooter's at. Maybe he's nearby.
Did the bullet hit the wall behind us?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes.
Can I look at the bullet hole in the wall to see what angle it came
Yeah, absolutely, Batman.
Are you
can
proficient
definitely-
ballistics now? Up against the hole in the wall. And then I'm gonna turn around.
I need to look at what angle. I'm gonna have a red dot right on my forehead.
He grabs a shoe and he takes the shoelace off and he holds one end up to the bullet hole. But where's your second point, Connor?
I don't know.
Where's your second
We're
point?
about to find out. Cause I got an 8. Never mind.
Total, yeah. You do just that. You pick up a tennis shoe and you take the lace off of it, and then you realize, where does this part go?
Oh, crap, guys.
But you angle it as best as you can to where you think that the bullet kind of like was hitting at, and you're like, I think it's over there, kind of towards the western back end of the store.
Does that happen to also be where the guns are?
Yes, it's also where the gun section
it
is.
came from the gun section.
Oh,
Who would have thought?
Would never
I'm
crossed
the
my
world's
mind.
greatest detective.
But as you guys are kind of looking out over the store, you notice some movement in the winter apparel section.
We're not going over there. What are we going to use in the winter apparel section? We're inside.
Heavy coats. Get one of them marshmallow.
It is in
coats.
November, so it could be cold on that rooftop.
Oh, that's a good point too.
I mean,
I'm gonna start making you guys roll damage when you go up there to the
frostbite rolls.
Yep.
Wouldn't I already have my winter gear with me?
Yeah,
though,
we have a
since I
jacket on.
traveled
I'd be
there?
definitely in a hoodie, so I'd be just fine.
Fair enough. Okay.
I ain't like walking in shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay, but some people,
No, I
not
walk in
naming
the doors
names,
and instantly
Dave
just
showed
start
up in his
stripping
tube
my
top.
clothes,
Okay.
summer
You guys didn't have enough time, but I almost wonder like Jackson and Connor might have like maybe taken off a layer or two when they were. I don't know. But that anyway. I'm not trying to push for you guys to get winter clothing necessarily.
No, you're just trying to push me to get in my birthday suit, and I don't appreciate that stuff.
Man, I'm just trying to sell this podcast. No. Describe it for me. No. But as you guys look over there, just like waiting to see if you see any other movement, a head pokes out from amidst the winter clothing section. Cameron, can you tell me a little bit about what you might be wearing?
Football helmet.
Football helmet. Nice. I like it. A football helmet
And
peeks
they
out.
see a head pop out, and then a hand just kind of like wave them over.
You see a football helmet in a hand. It peeks out from amidst a stack of.
And it slides
Would it
back
be from
down.
the opposite
is
direction
this
of
a
the bullet?
hand or a gloved hand? Or mittens?
It's wearing it's just the regular hands.
Oh, okay. Just regular
I
hands.
say, stay low, guys, and I do an action roll towards the winter section.
And you duck under some of the coats and stuff, and you roll. You just start rolling, and you just keep rolling.
I'm just watching him roll, and I just walk over. Just roll. He's just sitting there combat rolling. We're just like walking over.
Oh, I know exactly what he's doing. Whatever the case, yeah, you guys all make it over. Dave with a little bit more of an interesting approach than the rest. And now you guys are kind of just around a coat rack.
It's
full
one of those big coat racks.
Yes. With a bunch of big coats.
The extender coat rack.
Yeah.
And as you guys get near it, an area of the coats slide apart, and you hear a voice say, "Enter."
Cameron, is that you?
No. Good enough for me. I'm in this.
You disappear amidst the line of heavy coats.
Maybe.
What, are you trying to find Narnia?
No, Johnny's not here. Anyways, I'm gonna step out, and I'm just wearing a.
Wait, Connor just went in.
You're in a different end. I just
Connor
walked
goes
out.
in, and then Cameron just suddenly pops out. There's only room for one person.
Wow, that was a cool quick change.
And I walk out, and I'm wearing a football helmet and a giant coat,
Yep.
like a parka, and then I'm holding a baseball bat.
Oh, nice.
I go, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
There's zombies in this mall.
Yeah, that's the least of my problems right now. I mean, I don't know too much about Old Man McGurkit, but yeah, I do
You
know
know who
he
the
wants-
shooter is?
Yeah, I mean, he was yelling earlier. He shot not just zombies, but a couple people too. Anyone who's going near his gun area, he's shooting. And I'm still in here because honestly, I was waiting for him to just like die and then go steal a gun for myself.
How's that working for you so far?
Oh, it's the waiting game. Honestly, he's getting most of the zombies, so.
Take the good with the bad.
And I've got the bat, so you know, if any comes to me, I'll knock their block off. I haven't had to do it yet, though.
That's
But
what
I mean,
you're
you guys can go grab a bat if you want, or some hockey sticks and golf gloves. I got a lot of weapons.
You know what? I actually will grab a baseball bat. I
Yeah.
would like it to be wooden specifically.
In this area, there's a lot of hockey gear. The baseball bats Golf clubs, more summer sports, are a little further in. Back of the
Okay,
store.
I will take a hockey stick,
Okay.
specifically a goalie's hockey stick.
This is we're in November, right? So there's got to be more football equipment out there. Right?
Oh yeah, that's
That's why I'm
true.
wearing a
That's,
helmet.
yeah, I would
so
say.
I'll try and hit up the football area, get me some pads.
Okay.
I grab some of those goalie pads and put them on my arms.
Oh yeah, that's actually a better idea. I look at them like
hockey pads.
that's actually a better idea. It's actually a better idea.
Okay. For those of you that are padding up with the football or hockey stuff, you can mark down on your armor in your equipment, just padded armor, and it's a D4 -1. That's a stat. So when you are dealt damage, you will roll a D4, subtract 1, and then subtract that number from whatever damage you're taking.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
So
Where do
you'll
we
put
add the- what?
padded armor. You can put it in your equipment. Yeah, possession. Sorry. Yep. Padded armor, D4 -1. If you take a helmet, I'm gonna give that a D6 +1.
And then for those of us grabbing the aluminium baseball bats.
Well, we haven't gotten to the baseball bats yet.
Oh.
But for
Oh,
those that
put
are
padded armor and a helmet.
yeah,
Aluminium.
What was the helmet?
I want a
D6
D4.
+1.
No, the other one's D4 -1.
Right.
I want a regulation BB core bat.
You know,
A drop 3, 3229 BB core.
What else would be in a hockey area besides hockey sticks?
Goalie
Is there
masks.
any kind of thing I could just, because I have a large knife, what if I just duct tape my knife to something?
A football.
Nice.
Oh, it's a great idea.
You just pick up a pair of skates. Those are deadly.
Skates.
Just
You
put
could
the
get
ice
pucks.
skates on my
Oh
hands.
yeah, you could do like Castaway with the ice skates. He just uses them as everything. It's a knife.
You can get some pucks, use them as projectiles if you really get
That's
into
bad.
the nitty
I mean,
gritty.
if you've ever played Dead Rising, everything is a weapon. You can grab it right off the rack and just, if it hits, throws, or whatever, you can do it. Those taking a hockey stick just as is D6 times strength damage.
I'm gonna stick with my propeller from the hobby plane.
Okay.
I think I've still got a mannequin club.
Can I grab I have my camera bag, right?
Yeah.
Can I grab 5 or 6 hockey pucks to put in the bag?
Sure.
Use them as a range type.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hockey.
I
Figure
found
that
a
one.
gun
We'll
on
figure
the
that
shelf.
one. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're not there
What?
yet.
So
Hold on.
what are we calling their range and their?
I've been here for 5 hours.
Look, a gun.
Let's say I grabbed 6.
Yeah, I've got something. We'll go to that once you use them.
Okay.
What they do.
We'll say I grabbed 6 hockey pucks.
What's up, bat
Go for it.
stats?
Yeah,
Bat stats. I just sent them to you on Messenger.
Got it.
I would also like.
I got it right here, boys.
We don't. You guys aren't at the bats yet. Cameron's been in the sporty store longer. He was able to find bats before he started getting shot at.
I'll
You
take
guys-
a hockey stick.
Okay.
Time
Yeah.
being.
Yeah,
Okay.
can I take a hockey stick for the
What
time
was
being?
the-
Yep. All right. So you guys have all geared up, and just as you guys are putting on the last piece of your armor, you hear another bullet fly by, and you hear him shout out, "That's right! What are you guys doing?"
I look around the store
Okay.
for a hat rack.
Oh man. Yes. There's a hat rack filled with it's like baseball hats with various football teams on it.
Is there any section that would have slogan hats? Specifically, "Make America Great Again."
You do not see any politically affiliated hats, unfortunately.
What if you look for a Cincinnati Reds hat? Because those hats are at least red. You might mistake.
Guys, I think
Just wear it backwards.
Just wear it backwards.
Old Man
I
McGurkin.
don't know if that would fit. In that
Pretty sure he
crowd.
voted for Trump. So maybe he won't shoot us.
No, he definitely did. If you saw his car outside, you could recognize it anywhere. It's at least 20 bumper stickers.
So you guys are being shot at. I mean, Dave, yeah, you can find a red hat that's got a sports teams on it, but
yeah, I'll wear it backwards.
Okay, sounds good. There you go. What about everybody else?
Did we find the summer game section?
No, that'd be on the other side of the store.
We're nowhere near a soccer section or
Other side, all summer sports are gonna be kind of all.
Can I grab a football?
Yeah,
I want to grab a
absolutely.
football and kind of throw it off to the side.
Oh,
make
yeah.
a ruckus over on the other area.
You throw the football, and as it soars through the air, a bullet flies by and shoots the football out of the air.
Wow.
I don't
a
think that
moving
works.
target.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
What
Is
if-
there a mannequin?
And you hear him yell out.
You know what? I will. I'll grab another football.
Okay.
And I'll throw it to the same area.
Is there a mannequin nearby?
Oh,
Fully-
yeah.
Fully clothed.
All
Winter clothing.
winter clothing. Yep, absolutely.
I'm
Full
going to
coat.
like grab this mannequin by like the ankles,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna like really army crawl my way
With
but
it
you
sticking
see-
up?
Yeah, but the mannequin's up, so it looks like the mannequin is a person walking.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna crawl my way.
Where are you
places.
headed?
I'm gonna head over to Summer Sports and trying to make my way
Okay.
around
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna-
I can get to the gun section.
I'm gonna say that to him as I see him crawl. I'm gonna go, hey, what you doing? I'm just standing above him.
I'm gonna use the mannequin as a diversion, so he thinks that this is the person. He's not even gonna look at the feet.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm gonna go over to like where you would get a baseball bat.
Like the
or-
one I've got?
Yeah.
I could just show you.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Cameron has a.
Well,
Well,
to
yeah,
get
but like
here, just to clarify,
get
just to
there,
clarify.
he's gonna shoot at me. isn't
Yeah,
he?
I was gonna
know
say
a
he's
way.
gonna be shooting at you as you go from section to section.
Yeah,
so.
I know a way to get past him.
Okay. That would have been nice to know. before
Lead
I'm
the
down
way.
on the
We've
ground.
all just been standing
This is
around.
why I
getting
was confused
shot.
why you're doing it, but
We've
yeah.
been wasting our time with
Yeah,
winter
there's
sports.
a side back way where a couple shelves fell over, and I just walked past them.
Oh, okay.
Can't see you,
Well,
and they're
yeah,
walking
let's
the
go that way.
I,
And then we
I
can get
may
to
or
the-
may not have knocked them over myself.
Okay. Well, then we can get to like the hunting section over there, couldn't we? We'll sneak around.
No,
the side.
he's hard guarding the hunting section. Like it's a hunting ground. If you catch my. Oh jeez. Huh.
Yeah, but he can't shoot all of us.
What?
You
Okay. Anyways.
hear, a
Quick, go
shout,
first.
you hear a shout from the gun section.
How do you do mannequin idea over in the hunting section? We'll just go over to the summer goods section.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome.
He's not gonna look at the feet.
Okay. You start walking, or you start crawling as you're moving this mannequin, and you feel it. Obviously, when the bullet hits the mannequin, there's like a puff of just like a, I don't know, powdery white substance that kind of just breaks forth from it. But you just keep moving,
I'm
and he
moving.
goes. Shoots another one, hits the mannequin. He keeps hitting it in various different places, and you just keep going. He goes. He continues to shoot it, but while you're doing that, the rest of you guys are able to kind of sneak over to the next section. You have made your way into summer sports.
I could get some flippers.
You can get some.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
What kind of armor does that give me?
None.
Probably less.
Three
It's like so
dexterity.
loud.
Three
like,
dexterity.
I'd like to switch out the hockey stick for the baseball bat.
Okay. sounds
As
good.
will I.
I will pick up the baseball bat.
Smart,
Yeah, hockey
smart
sticks
choice,
and-
everyone. The bat is the ideal weapon in this situation.
Any chance there's a track and field section with like some javelins or anything over here?
What?
Well, I mean, javelins are essentially giant spears.
I am
We
gonna grab.
need to kill this guy. So what are the baseball bat stats?
Baseball bats are D8 times, and then in parentheses it'll be your strength +1. Technically, that is only if you're doing it as a two-handed.
Okay.
Just to clarify, if it's one-handed, it'll just be your strength.
We can use shields in this game. Hold on.
We're gonna eventually have to take this guy out. So
Tell me how.
how are we gonna kill this guy?
Am I able to locate any
Slowly.
disc golfs or disc?
Well, you're not around. You're not around. You're sitting over like,
So we
oh.
got
I'm
some
gonna go
disc
raid the
golf.
disc golf section.
We got some baseballs. We got some hockey pucks.
I'm good at disc golf.
I've got
Are
a
there
ranged
ja-
weapon now.
Are there javelins? Have we established?
I don't feel like there'd be. I don't think that's a very common enough sport, unfortunately. But there's definitely discs for disc golf.
What about
Just-
lawn darts?
Oh, there could be
Ooh,
some lawn
good
darts.
question.
Sure.
Well, I may just have to grab
Is he
some of those.
over the bow and arrow section too?
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the hunting related stuff
anything
would all
that
be...
would be useful in this situation, he's guarding Quinn. Hate to break it to you.
So what if we grab like some Speedos, right? And then we
Okay.
put like a hockey puck in the crotch of the Speedo, and we have two guys pull the sides and one will pull the back. And we use it like a makeshift catapult for like some baseballs, like some hockey pucks.
I wasn't sure where you're going with that idea, and now I love it. Or the bikinis. You could use a bikini top. And you could put two pieces in there.
Double barrel.
I mean, who's with me, guys?
I don't think this is gonna work.
It's okay, fine. If no one believes in the cause.
I like where you're going with that, though. I think.
Well, we just
give
use
me
the
that
slingshot.
You can put.
Oh wait, there.
What if we just use a slingshot?
Oh yeah, they
Hey, I
definitely
had a-
have slingshots.
There's slingshots.
Yeah,
in
there's
here.
some slingshots.
I'll
I
grab a
just-
slingshot.
Okay.
I'll grab a slingshot.
I had scissors, right?
Yes.
Or some.
You did.
Can I sneak back over and grab a thing of skates?
Balls.
Of what?
Grab a ice skate.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab an ice skate. I'll sneak and come back to them. I want to take the blade off.
Okay.
I want to take the blade off.
If
Make
anything,
a
you might
makeshift
even just
knife.
be able to find replacement blades for ice skates.
Mm,
and
yeah,
that would
maybe.
save you a couple steps.
Okay.
If that helps.
Important question.
But are they gonna be sharp?
Yeah. Well, they're fresh.
Is there?
They wouldn't be sharp.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know more about it than I do. Okay, you get a skate. You
And
might
still
need some
probably the
tools
skate
to
wouldn't be
remove
sharp though
the-
necessarily. The skate wouldn't be necessary. It needs sharpened.
Well, they probably have sharpeners as well. I mean, it's for the
Oh,
whole
it's-
sport
you-
as a whole.
well, you-
Oh, it's a whole big thing. You're
I'm
the
just
one
trying.
that knows
I know,
more
no,
about
no. I'm
this,
just
and you're
trying. I just.
criticizing your own
I
plan.
know. Well, I thought about it. And
Okay.
They wouldn't have that in the front section. They'd have it in the back where.
they might offer skate sharpening, but
Oh,
I'd have
as
to.
a service. Yeah, that's true.
Where all the cool kids
You just saw the guy sitting there looking to shoot us, and all of a sudden he hears.
And you see like some sparks flying.
Yes. What were you gonna ask, Cameron?
Is there fanny packs?
Yes.
Sick. I want to fill it with baseballs.
Okay.
So
It's
I
not
have.
very many baseballs.
feel like
It's
two.
like 4 at most.
Okay. Is there an umpire bag? that holds the
They're
baseballs?
definitely.
They gotta have those.
Okay, hang on. Wouldn't there be like those tennis balls that they sell in the mesh bag?
Oh, I
And
thought you were
could
gonna
just-
say in the little.
Oh yeah, just
side.
empty that out.
No, like the mesh bag where you get like 20 tennis
Yeah.
balls in the mesh bag. You empty that out.
Yeah, and put
fill it
baseballs
with
in it.
Guys, this
baseballs
is
and softballs.
sporties.
You guys a
Absolutely.
mace?
Well,
Mace
no,
balls,
I
if
was
you
gonna
will.
use the balls for my slingshot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use it as a mace.
I don't know if they'd fit.
No,
your
I've got the
slingshot.
bat. I don't
Hey,
do it.
I don't know if your slingshot's gonna fit baseballs.
Ooh.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Hockey
make-
pucks?
Well, slingshots are made for like water balloons. I feel like.
Wait.
I mean,
those are
there's-
plastic usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still get some.
What
But
do
you could get
normally
a
shoot out of
slingshot that sells
slingshot?
those like pellets.
Yeah, you'd want like the pellets, like
Oh.
little ball bearings, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, those
Which
will
ball
come with it.
bearings
There, I'll
with-
just bring those along then with the slingshot.
Yeah, there'd probably be some sort of metal or rock ammo nearby
Nice.
the slingshot section. And this isn't hunting. This is more like
It's an outdoor sport.
it's an outdoorsy. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, okay. You get a slingshot. You
What
get
about
some.
bocce balls?
What?
Those,
Yes.
Those are smaller than baseballs.
Yes.
Can I raid some ladder golf to get some of those
Some
like
bolas.
I want to use just like.
Yes, you can do that. Here's
Wow.
here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. Okay, you guys are
Whoa.
in a store
Whoa.
with all sorts of sports stuff.
And everything's
you've now
free.
You've now accessed the summer sports section. Let's jump from there to what are you doing next? 'Cause,
Okay.
like you guys have
We're equipped.
access
Got
to a
it.
I
bunch of
feel like
stuff.
we got to try and charge them at some point.
Wait, no.
Well, yeah, I
I
mean,
don't.
so
do we
think-
desperately need guns?
Think
Like,
about it.
maybe
Well,
nice.
here's what I want: is I would like some kind of crossbow, or bow and arrow, something like that.
How
Something
else
where
am I
can
gonna put my Lord of the
reuse-
Rings lore to use?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
And,
He thinks because he knows Lord of the Rings, he's gonna go with a bow and arrow. Eh?
This guy, huh?
But
Ugh. Yeah, who invited Fatty? No.
also, he's just a dangerous guy, and it is our civic duty to neutralize him.
Yeah, what he said.
So, at this point, he's just a zombie that can talk.
Zombies can't
And
shoot
shoot
guns,
guns.
can they? Right?
Just to clarify.
I haven't left the store, but they can't do that, right?
All right. So what is your guys' plan at them?
Does anyone know how to make chlorine gas?
Just.
Let me check up.
I do
was
have
gonna say-
chemistry as a skill.
Oh.
I can fart in a jar. That's about all.
Or alternatively, we could distract him by setting the area around him on fire. I have these lithium batteries.
Oh yeah, the batteries. Oh my gosh, I forgot
We
about them.
each take one, puncture it, and chuck it in that general direction.
And then as soon as he leaves, we clock him with hockey pucks and discs and bats.
Also, I'm putting on these shin guards on both sides of my shin.
Okay.
I mean, the problem is, like, if we're going to set fire to this area where McGurkin is, are we not also setting fire to
all of our weapons?
goal? Like, we're going to be setting the
when
very guns that
weapons
we're
go
trying to
off
get.
and stuff. I don't know weapons too well on fires, but like I thought I saw John Wick.
I'm thinking maybe a less destructive means.
I saw Red, and in Red he starts some bullets on fire and they start exploding to cause a distraction. So that's got to be realistic, right? It was an action movie.
I mean, it's only gonna start a fire if we like landed in a clothes rack or something, probably. Otherwise,
Right.
it's just gonna
'Cause
burn
it's more
out
just like a
on the
flash
ground.
of
It burns
flames.
quick.
Yeah.
It's like a this, so it's more
I'm
like a
gonna trust you
distraction.
guys. I
If
have
we
no
all
idea
rush the
about-
guy from different sides, he can't
No,
kill
we're
us
not-
all.
We're not rushing him.
That was
Well,
my
you guys
opinion.
can. I'm not. So
We all rush him from different sides. He can't kill us all, and we just kill him. Whoever dies, I mean, you did it for the cause.
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
All right, nose goes.
Oh, you know what? I'm not touching my nose. I'll do it. I don't care. All right.
I'll take what I'll go with. Yeah, I'll grab some.
What a
chlorine.
read.
I'll grab some chlorine and a lithium battery.
Oh, we're actually doing this?
Ready to mess
Let me
some
give
stuff
me-
up.
I don't understand what you're doing with the chlorine. The
Chlorine
batteries
is
make-
extremely flammable.
Just so you're
Is
gonna
this for like
pump
cool?
So you're just gonna start it and then you're
There's,
gonna
like,
launch
cool
some
stuff.
chlorine over there.
We're in the summer section.
I know it's kind of like frustrating to ask for like excessive details and stuff, but my only question in this plan, I'm all for it, obviously. But my only question with this plan is, how are you going to pierce the batteries? Because based on what I saw in the little video Dave just showed me, I don't think you want to be holding them.
But if we're near the
Oh,
registers, I can get some
the one that I watched, it took it a minute to like bloat and then catch fire. So I was thinking you jab it a little bit and then you just
I was
toss it.
planning on using like a baseball glove to hold it.
Ah,
not a
good
bad
idea.
idea. Okay.
Or one of those. What's that game that the British people play with?
Cricket?
With the hook. No, they've
Oh,
got
highlight?
Highlight?
Yeah, they've got those kid
lacrosse.
versions. They've got those
Lacrosse.
kid versions, plastic ones with the ball in it. And it's
Oh,
curved and-
lacrosse, yeah.
Well,
sure.
that's not
No,
very-
highlight.
lacrosse?
It's
Oh.
like you have like a thing, and it's like a
Yeah, yeah,
question
yeah.
There's a
mark.
little
A,
scoop.
a
And you go
lacrosse
like,
thing would work
Cool. I was
too.
gonna say lacrosse would work just as well.
I have no clue.
And I feel like I
could
can pretty much guarantee that in the summer section they'd have lacrosse sticks.
ILAI, something like that.
Okay, yeah, scoop toss game. One of these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, where you catch the ball in the little
Yeah,
scoop
yeah.
and then toss it back. Oh, okay.
Which
yeah,
a lacrosse stick would
Okay.
work. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Any of those
But this
are
is much
definitely
funnier.
accessible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'll work better.
Okay, so you guys are planning on doing this. Is the chlorine involved at all?
I don't
here,
like the
just-
chlorine idea. That just sounds like you're trying to make a bomb.
It doesn't work.
Some
doesn't
genius
work.
Doesn't work.
Says the
Killjoy.
chemist
Chlorine.
guy.
Dr. Killjoy.
Tablets are not flammable
Okay.
unless they react with.
Where'd you
Well,
learn
the
these
thing-
skills from? Oh, I was, doing
I
a
was
news
never
story
into
on a. I was doing a
And my
news
battery
story.
on my camera blew up. Okay, well, let's roll with this then. I mean, if you guys are, who all is planning on, I don't remember, do you have a number of batteries that you managed to grab?
5.
5? Okay, that's
I'm
actually
not
pretty good.
technically with
Where
you.
did you guys get those slingshots from?
Over here in the summer section.
They're like right here. Open,
Yeah.
open your upper box.
Why'd you want to shoot a lithium battery with them?
No,
Oh.
but like, I look a couple sections down. Usually the paintball stuff is around here.
Oh, you should. Oh yeah, paintballs.
Got me there.
Those are hard.
Dang it. All right, yeah, you guys. Oh man. Well, here's the thing. After all that planning that you guys have done so far, with what you have, it feels kind of like we wasted the listeners a bunch of time. I'm gonna put the
That's what we're
paintball
good
equipment
at.
by the guns, the other guns,
And airsoft.
yes, and airsoft. Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
So is
that
can I use
paintball,
my-
airsoft, also in the hunting area. Literally every gun in this store is guarded by him.
It's like one half of the store.
Even the knives are over, like,
Yeah.
kind of close to
Yeah.
that area.
It's true. It's true.
It's like maybe they, for a security measure, they have the area that they can guard with all the high weaponry.
Yep.
That way they can guard it more closely. I don't know.
It's a useful setup.
Can I use investigation and perception to see if there's like a back room area, like where they keep like the extra shoes and stuff, to see if there's anything that we can use to sort of
Like the extra guns.
like
They
the
keep-
extra guns.
The extra gun section.
They keep the extra guns in the back.
You
Or
can
just like-
absolutely do perception. I don't know if this would be investigation. It'd be perception, and if you had something that goes along with that, I don't think you're not really investigating per se.
I don't have a looking for guns skill.
Oh, some sporties have a shooting range.
Get some clay pigeons and really just play a game with him until he runs out of ammo.
No,
Oh, he's got a lot of ammo.
He's in the store. But then he runs out of our ammo.
Somebody.
Yeah,
could-
exactly.
Roll the perception.
5. Unless
Five.
there's anything, I mean, impulsive. No.
You know that there has to be a back room here, but you don't see one in your immediate vicinity. But you know it's got to be somewhere in the store. They obviously have to put any back stock that they have somewhere. So, okay, are we running with this lithium battery idea?
Well, I think I have 2 scoops out now.
All right, sounds good.
And I got batteries in them. I'll bring over to Quinn, like, Quinn, puncture these with your ice skates.
All right, they start to swell up.
And I chuck them.
You just chuck him in the general direction of
Yeah.
this guy. He is currently shooting Jackson's mannequin, and then as these two things kind of hissing ever so slightly come flying through the air, landing somewhere around where he's at, he goes, "Oh!" and you hear as they start to flame up and flare. You kind of hear him shouting a little bit as he hops back and forth.
I do another volley.
All right, sounds good. You throw a couple more over in his direction.
And now that he is in the open,
Now's
I'm going
our
to start
chance.
hucking discs
This
at
is
him.
where I pop up with the slingshot and fire at his
Okay.
head.
I grab me a slingshot and get some baseballs going his way as well.
Well, hold on. The baseballs aren't going to fit
No,
in the
not
slingshot.
Are we
baseballs.
talking? Are we not talking like the water balloon
No.
slingshot?
We're using
Like a handheld
Oh,
or
yeah,
handheld
we're just shooting like little, small pellet balls.
Oh well, in that case, I'll do that.
Like
as well.
metal.
Okay.
You're
We're just
thinking the
pelting them
slingshots
with
that
them.
they have
right
at
next to
sporting
the-
events.
Right
not
next to the
those.
toy rubber band guns.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, Quinn? Are you shooting, throwing?
I have 2 in throwing.
To what?
2 skill points in throwing. Level 2
Okay,
in my throwing ability.
that's awesome. What are you throwing?
I know. I'm thinking of what I could throw it.
I mean, you got the whole summer
Grab any
sports section that you
baseballs?
guys
got
already-
Grab any hockey pucks?
Some
Well, I just throw
baseballs.
some baseballs.
Okay, you're throwing baseballs. Okay, so we got baseballs and any
Softballs.
BBs,
Metal BBs.
metal BBs,
Big metal BBs.
hockey pucks, and the disc golf discs. All are gonna fall under the same kind of category,
Yeah,
general, which is your strength times 1. But first, you have to successfully hit. So what you're gonna do is you are going to roll your D6. You are going to add your dexterity.
6, 7, 8.
Okay.
10.
6.
Plus throwing if you have it or any related skill.
10.
10. So you're good.
10.
9, that's good.
10.
10, that's good.
11.
11,
Wow,
awesome. So you guys
jeez,
all
We're
managed to
just
hit.
destroying.
Okay,
about
so
to
I want you
die.
all to tell me what your damage is. So it's your strength times 1, basically. So whatever your strength is. 3.
Strength times 1.
Yeah, so it's just whatever your strength is.
3.
6,
3.
9,
2.
10, 11. Okay. So you got 11 damage coming his way as he just gets pelted by a series of baseballs, discs, etc., and pellets. He's horribly bruised now, but he steps back for a moment and he goes to take a pot shot at one of you. So
Going
that's
behind
1,
cover.
2. That's Quinn.
Connor's rolling it?
3.
3. As he regains his composure for
It's
a
fine,
moment,
just
he
Quinn.
scopes down his rifle and shoots at the first person he sees, which happens to be Quinn. He fires a shot, which slams into Quinn's
I have
shoulder.
armor on.
Oh, you do. So yeah, roll against his 12 damage and subtract that. And that's how much.
So 2 less, so I only take 10 damage.
Okay, sounds good. Bullet still hits you. You scream out in pain.
Oh.
That's what getting shot sounds like.
You were hit. You took some damage. But
That's
hey,
not what
you know,
everyone else who got shot at sounded like.
it wasn't a zombie bite, so there's that. With that being said, we kind of go into like the next round of combat. What are all of you doing? Now that you know where he is, you've hit him a decent amount. So
is
on
he
and so
not
forth.
affected by these fires erupting?
Is anybody
around
gonna
him?
patch me up?
He was. That's kind of what drew
Okay.
him out,
Okay.
essentially.
I need
there's
someone
no
to.
medicine.
I'm messed up.
Right
Someone's gonna.
now, you want somebody to patch you up right?
I'm out of it. I just got shot in the shoulder. I'm not gonna be like throwing another ball. I'm just gonna be laying there bleeding out.
Okay, well you probably
That's
are.
fair.
To be fair.
I feel like
Well,
I
with the
would
shoulder
have to
injury.
roll to see if I actually would keep going,
Okay.
or if I'd be too scared to actually go
Oh,
ahead.
that's good. Yeah, that's a fear roll. Yes. So roll a d6 plus your will, I believe it is.
Especially since I'm absolutely terrified of this guy because he's been shooting everyone in this store. I got a 6 plus will, 7.
Yes. 7. Okay.
But I'm cowardly.
Oh, I think it's -2 to fear rolls. We'll roll with it. So it was a 5.
I got a 5.
5. Okay. So you start to get a little shaky. You have a -2 penalty for 2 turns, but it doesn't really. I mean, you're not.
It's up to me if
stopped.
I want to go or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So what is everybody doing? I would say. I mean, unless you were looking. I don't think anybody would necessarily have seen Quinn get shot. Well, he did. Well,
No,
yeah.
we heard him, but that is like.
I think you guys heard me go. Ah!
He said, "Ow! I got shot." What is everybody doing? As you guys, I mean, you guys can see the dude with the gun.
So I imagined I was in another one of those clothing racks, and I was in the middle, and I popped my head out to shoot at him.
Okay.
But now, since I'm terrified of him because I think someone got shot, I'm now trying to shoot while inside the clothing rack, and I'm just sticking my arms up, and I'm
Okay.
just blind firing.
Okay. For those of you that are looking at him, I mean, he shot, and then he goes to do the little pullback thingy to recock a new bullet or whatever you call that. So
Yeah.
that's what he's doing at this moment. You guys have an opportunity to do something. Are you gonna shoot at him again, or hurl things at him again, or what?
I'm gonna grab a baseball.
Okay.
And while he's recocking, because I got like a second, I'm gonna try and get into a clear line of sight of him. Do a little crow hop with the baseball, because that's like a little more power, and just
Okay.
throw everything I got behind it, and then just try and duck behind something immediately after.
Okay. Okay.
Does that count as being show-offy or impulsive? Or
I would say, yeah, absolutely.
I feel like if I heard someone get shot, I would probably just end up charging him with the hockey stick.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Dave
probably will.
How far away from him
That's
are
a
we?
good question.
/ the gun section.
Yes. Let's call it 40 feet.
Oh, I can get so much heat on that.
This is just a routine double play for me.
I don't know if you knew this, but I was known for hitting batters when I was pitching in my day.
Yeah, hey.
I hit 5 kids on 6 pitches. It was not a fun time for that team.
How far is the pitcher from the
60 feet, 6
That's
inches.
60 feet?
And 6 inches. 60
Don't
feet.
forget the 6 inch.
Yes.
That's important.
Every
so
You
yeah,
had to change it.
I would say 40 to 60 feet then, yeah, because that's
Oh,
about
wow.
how far.
And so are we going by our 2016 stats or our 2023 stats?
Well, you're technically going by 2024 stats, but everybody else is 26.
I will say in 2016, I topped out around 80 miles an hour.
Okay.
From 60 feet.
Okay.
So from 40 feet, I don't know how fast that's going. But if we're crow hopping, that's getting a little more behind it.
Okay. Okay, whatever the case, I'm basically just asking, are you attacking, not attacking? Dave, what are you doing?
I'm running forward and trying to get to the gun section and duck behind the first row there.
Okay, sounds good. So you're making up ground. Jackson is rushing in to attack melee style, and then everybody else minus Quinn is going to be doing a range attack. So everybody except Dave do a attack roll. So you'll be doing plus your dexterity, and then if you have something that applies to it.
What are we calling this? Because I have show off, impulsive, and sports as buffs. Are we calling all three a combination of the three?
Give me sports makes the most sense. It's
Sports.
supposed to be just one skill.
11.
11. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Cocked
Cocked die. I got 9.
9. Awesome. Perfect. That's
It's a 7.
7. Okay. Yeah.
Rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10, 8.
And nothing to add to it. A skill to add to
Well,
it.
that's with the -2
okay.
plus the skill.
So 8 is just shy because it's supposed to be a 9 is success. And then Dave, you're good. I mean, I think at this point everybody else is distracting him enough by the fact that they're attacking that you're able to just beeline it and dive into the gun section at this point. So you were over in the super dangerous weapon section. Those that hit, okay, Jackson, you
7.
missed 7. Okay, but it's making for a good distraction, so that's good. Those of you that hit,
I'm gonna get shot.
Your strength is
That's a good distraction right there.
And your strength is 2.
2.
So that's 5 total damage coming his way. Wham, wham. He gets hit again by a couple of things. He's distracted long enough for Dave to get over there. Jackson, you are, at the very least, you're up in his face. And I think that's going to throw him off. With that being said, I think he's going to bust out a pistol.
Whoa.
And try to take a shot with that. Someone
your-
roll me a D4.
Do you have your Detroit urban survival training?
2.
2. So you
I
take...
did grow up in St. Louis.
Jackson, you take 4 damage as he whips out his pistol and he
6.
raises your probably your ear.
That's so timely, man.
Huh, interesting.
What a place to get shot. Huh?
Yeah, I know.
That never happens. That's
Yeah.
never happened.
It happened here. Happened here. You heard it first, folks. Whatever the case.
Gets shot in the ear.
With that being said, Jackson's been shot in the ear. But he's still okay, I think. Give me a fear roll, though. So do the D6 plus your willpower now that you've been shot.
6.
You're absolutely terrified, and you
Hell
feel
yeah.
the blood coming from your ears ringing, and you see this man standing there with a pistol pointed at you, and you feel the urge to run away.
Okay. I'm running.
Yes. Okay.
Booking it. I was a distraction.
And it worked out.
I was running.
So you start beelining it, probably behind something, trying to dive out of the way. The rest of you, what do you do? Dave, you're behind the gun cabinet. What are you doing now that you can take advantage of this interesting situation that you found yourself in?
Try to break into or open like the first shotgun cabinet I can find and look around for the ammo.
Okay, sounds good. Yep, you begin that. I would say it'll take you probably another round before you got something loaded up. But yeah, you smash a nearby. They're all locked for the most part. This guy's probably the only guy with the keys. But you're able. It's glass cases. You break it pretty easily. It definitely makes noise, but it's also a chaotic situation for him. So we'll see if he's able to notice whether or not you're involved in his area. What about the rest of you guys? What are you doing?
I look around me and I see to my left a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this fire extinguisher and then make my way towards the gun.
Nice.
The gun area.
Okay. You just stand up and you're just beelining like slow and steady straight towards this guy holding an extinguisher. That's actually kind of intense.
If he takes aim at me, I'm going to shoot the extinguisher at him and cause a little smoke screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Cameron, are you still ducking?
Ducking
underneath?
and shooting blindly.
Okay,
Yeah, correct.
sounds good.
At least I'm doing that for one more turn because I'm scared.
Yeah, yeah.
And you said after that,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not, so they'll probably,
Absolutely.
I got pads on. A football helmet can probably stop a bullet, right? So I'm just gonna charge him, try and tack. Is he like behind the counter? Is he on top of the counter? Where is he at?
I think he's out in the open at the moment. I think he was real confident before, and then all of a sudden fire kind of started flying at him, so he got a little bit scared, but he hasn't had time to get behind a counter. But he might be moving towards it here.
So if he's on, we're both on the same floor. There's like nothing, like no counters or anything technically between us, like aside
There's-
from like clothing.
Yeah, I was gonna
racks.
say like clothing racks and stuff. Yep.
So I'm gonna try and like stay low and just kind of sneak around. If he's running somewhere, I'm gonna try and meet him at the
Can I,
apex and just drop my shoulder right into the old ribs.
Okay.
Try and tackle him to the ground. See what I can do there.
Okay, so you're gonna go in for a tackle.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I've got before you do, I've got 3.
Before you tell me.
I don't. I got 3 on selling, so I'm just laying there bleeding out, right? Can't really do much. I got 3 on selling. Can I try and sell him on the idea of not killing us and just joining us to get up to the roof to survive.
Absolutely, you can definitely try to make a point
All right.
here. Oh, you
What do I-
got to give
what
me
do
the
I-
conversation
Sell
that
him
you're
on
doing.
the
though.
idea of taking
I'll be
his
like,
life.
what was his name again?
Jeez.
What is it?
McGuffrey.
McGuffrey.
This
great opportunity.
All right, McMuffin,
Right now.
McMuffin, McMuffin. Hey,
Are you calling me McMuffin?
or what? McDuffie?
It's McGuffet.
Same thing. Hear me out. Nobody has to die here. We gotta get up to the roof, just like you and me. Why are you? Let's just work together to get up to the roof.
Well, someone's got to stop all these undead.
Yeah, we can work together. Why are you killing the not undead?
Because they're trying to take my guns. Just like the government.
So you're
Y'all
gonna
are trying to take my guns.
you're gonna stay in here and die at midnight.
Nah, I'm going to shoot down zombies. Anyone that comes at me.
The
I'm gonna-
military's got us surrounded. You heard them on the loudspeaker.
Yeah, they won't come. Why? But what are they? Oh, yeah, you saying the government is already here to take my guns? Well, then I'm going down fighting.
Not that
It's a good distraction, though.
I tried, and I just trying to yell at him at this point because I can't throw it. I mean, I would say I got shot in the left shoulder, so I could still throw it, but I'm sitting there. I wouldn't be up. I'd be bleeding out. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
while
you've
they're
definitely taking a big hit.
while they're conversating, I'm sneaking
You're
around.
sneaking around, serpentine through the stuff.
Randy
and then-
Orton slithering in.
You just I don't know, arcing out of nowhere.
So since this isn't like technically, I mean it is an attack, but it's also mostly. I think you're more focused on the tackling element of it. Actually, before you do that, Cameron, roll the attack with your blind shot.
Well, I was never gonna hit with the blind
Sure.
shot because I need a 9, right?
Yeah.
But that's a 7.
7. That's pretty close, but you. Another.
I guess we're rolling to see if I just shot one of you guys.
Whatever the case, Jackson's running away. Nick is closing in with his potential
Fire
smoke
extinguisher.
screen. And then Connor, do me a roll with your strength, and you can add your probably sports, I think, skill, unless you have something else that you feel is more relevant.
I mean, it seems pretty impulsive to run straight at another guy who's been shooting at
Yeah,
us.
yeah, I could go with
But
that.
you're better
Okay.
at sports.
No, sports is a 3, impulsive 4.
Oh.
It's an interesting thing to call skill, but hey, in this
Well,
situation, it works out.
I mean, I couldn't put it in drawbacks because I wasn't here for writing it up.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I mean, you put it in skills.
12.
12, awesome. You, as he's yelling back and forth at Quinn, all of a sudden a metal ball bearing comes shooting past and kind of ducks out of the way, and it kind of distracts his vision for just a moment, especially because he hears a shattering of glass nearby, and he gets a little bit nervous, turns his pistol, and just as he turns his pistol, you see your opportunity to leap out, run over, and body check this dude down to the ground. You're on top of him. His gun is kind of crossed over in his arm, so he's not able to like really point it at anything. You have tackled him to the ground.
Nice.
I'm gonna say that he's basically just gonna use his turn to kind of roll around and try to get you off of him. But otherwise, he's still on the ground, and he just kind of rolls out of the way a little bit, and then it goes back to you guys.
So he's no longer under, like I'm no longer like on top of him.
Right. But you're also, right up point blank. Jackson, I would say that you see this happen, and you suddenly seeing that like he's kind of been knocked out of the way a little bit, you gain your composure back.
Sweet.
You've obviously made a little bit of distance, but not like like that far away.
I dove behind an aisle probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're feeling back to like, oh, I got my friends. They're back. They're doing things.
Some deep breaths.
Yep.
All right, we'll do it again.
Running in.
Run again.
Running in
do it again, dude.
What about the rest of you guys? You've all seen him. I think maybe Quinn might be the only one that didn't see him
didn't
get
see
tackled.
it.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right,
just heard a
'cause you're
loud
blind. Yeah. And you didn't hear a gunshot.
Is he yelling at him?
Oh yeah. He's oh yeah, you tackling me. I'm gonna get you.
Oh,
You're
okay.
trying to steal
I know
my
he's down.
guns.
I'm gonna. When we're all done here, I gotta find like a name tag maker at a store and just like print off "sissy liberal" and put it on his forehead.
On his forehead.
On his forehead. We'll tie him up and stick it to his
Snowflake.
forehead. Yes,
we're-
snowflake.
Oh, we're keeping him alive? Oh, that.
Oh, we don't have to. He would make a really good distraction for a lot of zombies.
Dave, you've got your shotgun, and you turn around and you find. I mean, they always keep the ammo like right next to the gun section. So you've got
It's already
a box of
loaded.
ammo sitting there. You're starting to load up this gun. What is your plan once you've got it loaded up?
Pop up or see what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
Aim at that guy or shoot him if necessary.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
So you peek. It's like a really tall display case. So you peek around the side of it, and you see him. He's laying on the ground, and he's got his pistol. He starts to turn it towards Connor, who's kind of standing over him. That's what you see.
Shoot him in the arm.
Just shoot him in the arm. Okay, sounds good. So with that in mind, I think I'll probably have that happen first, so that there's less chance that Jackson gets shot when he comes running in to beat the guy.
If he's already tackled though.
If he's laying on the ground and Dave shoots him in the arm, would the bullet realistically also like go through his chest too? And,
Potentially.
If it is a shotgun.
It is a shotgun.
And he could also be hitting me
Does he
too
have a
because I'm
slug,
standing
or does
right
he have like bird shot that's gonna kind of spread a little bit?
I don't know. It's up to Dave, I guess. What gun did he grab?
I don't know.
You got
Maybe
an AR.
Skylar will random it.
I just grabbed whatever was kind of closest.
He
in the
actually
moment.
grabbed the dragon's breath ammo.
Oh my lord, this poor guy.
Dave, give me that roll for the attack. I don't know. Did you take anything with guns?
Yeah, I got +2 to shotgun.
Oh man, Dave's got some experience with shotguns.
It's gonna be a 3.
Oh
Total?
no, Dave.
Yeah.
Are you add
Did
your
you
dexterity?
add your dexterity?
So that makes it a 6.
A 6. Okay. You okay? Here's because this presents an interesting situation. As this guy is laying there, you suddenly hear, all of you, as a shotgun blast rings out. This guy is absolutely like blown away. He starts frantically looking about. I think he might see you kind of peeking around, and then you kind of like retract a little bit back behind the tall display, and he's got his pistol pointed over there. That opens up an opportunity. Although the rest of you are kind of startled, so is he. And you guys see what happened. You see that it was your ally that was trying to help you, so you're able to kind of regain your composure really quickly. So Jackson and Connor, and actually,
I think I've
Fatty,
closed, and
you'll
I'm
have
ready
closed as
to
well.
hit him with a fire extinguisher.
Okay, the three of you are all kind of coming in hot, I assume.
So I'm standing over him. So
Yep.
if he's like got his arm out going this way,
Yep.
I'm gonna try and just step on his hand so he can't go anywhere, and take my baseball bat with a two-handed swing
and just stomp on him. Nice.
I gotta think of a witty one-liner. It's
All right,
really.
Until you, I'll give you a
Home
second to
run.
think about it. But whatever the case, I'm going to give you guys, since he's on the ground, well, technically you're on the ground too. But I'll give you a second to give. Yeah, I'll give you a second to stand up. I'm going to give Jackson and Fatty. You guys have a +1 to hit him at the moment.
Blow his cover.
Oh.
Blow his cover.
10.
5.
5. I think probably what ends up happening, I think it happened last time when you guys were in the hobby store, is
Can't
that
retire this.
too many of you are attacking him all at the same time, and it gets a little crowded and it makes things a little bit awkward and causes some of you to miss. But whatever the case,
Fatty hit.
yes, Fatty hit. You come swinging downwards with this fire extinguisher, just clonking the guy right in the chest. It's a pretty hefty thing. Let's call it equivalent to a club, which is a D8 times your strength.
10.
10. You slam down. Connor, do your roll as well.
Looks like I got an 8.
You go to step on his hand, and he moves it out of the way just in time, and it kind of throws you off balance a little bit trying to do that. But as you turn, you look, and in comes Fatty with a fire extinguisher in one hand, and just a wide arc swing comes down on this guy with this fire extinguisher, and it slams into this slightly older gentleman's chest, and you definitely hear the sound of some cracks and shattering bones as he just lets out a large and he probably coughs up a bit of blood, and he just lays there. He doesn't seem to be really moving at all. And with that, we will close out this episode of Black Friday of the Dead. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of our all flesh must be eaten one shot Black Friday of the Dead, which represents our celebration of the holiday season.
We hope you're enjoying a little zombie fighting action amidst your Christmas fun. If you are, we encourage you to check out some of our other series, such as our Avatar Legends long-term campaign Benders and Brews, which is set in the world of Avatar The Last Airbender, or our Dungeons & Dragons long-term series Criminals of Isla Numis. If you're looking for more spooky actual play content from us, I encourage you to go check out our Hunter's Haven series, which now has 2 different stories. Music Mayhem, which was written and run by Cameron, who you heard in this series, and Trick or Treat, Fight or Flee, which was written by Nate Vaggart, who you can hear play in our Escape from Dino Island one-shot. Whatever you listen to next, be sure to follow or subscribe to the Session Zero Heroes podcast on your preferred podcast streaming platform. You can find us everywhere from Apple Podcasts to Spotify to YouTube. Following the show ensures that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming series and one-shots. And if you're on a platform that allows you to comment, like, or rate our show, it would mean a lot if you would take the time to leave us that feedback, as it helps us grow and produce even better content. Another way to keep up with us and what we're doing is to follow us on social media, whether that be Facebook, X, Instagram, Discord, or all of the above. It's a great way to keep up with our upcoming episodes, as well as other fun news and content from us. We appreciate you taking a listen. The series will air through the month of November 2024 and into December 2024, so be sure to swing back to get the rest of the exciting conclusion to this special holiday zombie series. We'll see you guys next time.